Inevitably, if the film's called Interstellar and you're dealing with the vastness of the universe, it's going to have to be the biggest film you've done. It's going to have to be the most ambitious film you've done. And that takes a number of different forms. What I wanted to do in the design of the film, and I spoke to Nathan Crowley, my designer, about it very early on, is that I want to abandon the idea of futurism. And we will just present things as they are now, essentially, even though the story is set in the future. Because what I realized is a huge amount of the creative energy goes into the parlor game of trying to figure out, what a pair of trousers is going to look like in the future, or what a pair of glasses is going to look like in the future. And you're never going to get it right. I wanted to eliminate that thinking entirely from the design process so that we could put our efforts elsewhere and hopefully produce something that was actually a little more timeless. So I looked to the best examples of that I knew, and Caine is certainly one of them. The other one we looked at from a more technical point of view is The Right Stuff, Philip Kaufman's film, which is much, much more technically accomplished than I even realized when I saw it as a kid. It prompted us to try and do much more in camera, to try and create a much more real environment for the actors inside the spaceships rather than relying on green screens. It really pushed us in a much more adventurous direction.
Hello, Valerie here. Now, what would be your answer if I asked you what the worst film of all time was? What, do you know? Okay, I'll tell you. The film Disaster Movie is officially the worst film of all time. This is according to reviews and opinion polls on IMDb, averaging just a 1.3 out of 10 rating on IMDb and a 2% on Rotten Tomatoes. Haven't seen it? I wouldn't bother. Unless you want to see just how bad it is, then go ahead. Download our Film Is Now app, available for both Android and iOS.